Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the stream. Let us continue Dragonfall. Shadowrun Dragonfall. Okay. Last night, last day, last fight, we have done a huge mission. That was really awesome. And now we want to see what happens next. Will we get paid? What's gonna happen? What's with all of those things and whatnot and what things? What things? I don't know. I'm just figuring things out. Samuel Beckenbauer. There's nothing more we can do with this guy. But we do have some optional data that we can give to this phone. Der Stormbrutzen Klotsko Breskabuke. Deliver the AS Technology project data. Okay, you call up the AS Technology project data on your PDA and its tiny display window fills with foreign words and symbols. Handing over the Blood Mage's research, whatever it is, would be as easy as initiating a data upload. Do it! Yeah. Let's get paid and get some karma points. Return the data to the Schockwellenreiter. Nice. Freedom, equality, information. Schockwellenreiter. Now the next thing we want to do is go to the pub and see what have I done with that interesting, very shady society or whatever those guys are. They are giving me these awkward things to do. There's Luca. Welcome back, runner. Talk to that exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. Well, theoretically he's dead, but whatever. Excellent work. We got 1,000. Nice. Perhaps you do have a future in this town. Here's your pay. See you around. Okay, we got an extra 1,000 on that. I'm not doing money-wise. Pretty bad, to be frank. Let's get paid from the big payday. Oh, he's not here, so everyone's waiting on me? Oh, this should be good. Yeah, they're all here. Okay, Paul, let's see, what's the damage? As you step forward, the rest of your team falls silent. Amsel shifts his attention to you. You can see the worry on his face. Niblet, I have new information. I'm afraid that the news isn't good. So you said over the comm. Go on, we're listening. Yeah, I can see you've gathered the whole team. Yes, this is something that you all need to hear. Well, go on, we're listening. 2 years ago, A large shipment of a highly lethal radioactive bioweapon disappeared en route to a storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I have traced the path of missing shipment. It was delivered to the Harfeld Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard of this stuff before. Back in the service, we called it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. The stories that you've heard are correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains a cautionary tale in biotech circles. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now, and this substance is one of the reasons why. What does this stuff do exactly? Doom kills by destroying a host's muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth-212 isotope. When introduced into a host, these antibodies bind to surface-level muscle tissue. The tissue is then killed with alpha radiation. This process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus. I've heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people up close, the UCAS passed a unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitated to ask, but what would a dragon want with this Drek? Nothing good, I assume. Yeah, I mean, that much goes without saying. This development worries me, Niblet. It worries me greatly. So the dragon has a bioweapon. Alright, good to know, but that doesn't change what we need to do. If the dragon is stockpiling bioweapons, we've got an even bigger problem than we thought on our hands. Yep. Well, in my book, this doesn't change anything. I mean, it ups the stakes if the Firewing's allowed to carry out her plans, whatever those might be. But we're gonna stop her before that happens. That was always the plan. For as I'm concerned, it's still the plan now, right? I agree with Dietrich. We need to focus on what's in front of us. Whatever the dragon's larger plans might be, the fact is that she is after us. We shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward, and that means that you must continue working towards raising Alice's fee. I'll leave the matter in your capable hands, Niblet. When you've acquired the necessary funds and you are ready to head back out to the rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss our next step. Good, if you need me, I'll be getting prepped for the next run. Right behind you, love. Come on, Glory, let's go. Okay. There's something that I can do for you. I sent a man named Quarren to talk to you. He runs things in the neighborhood, kids. They're on hard times and I promised them some rations. Ah, Quarren of the Rabengeisters. Yes, in fact, I received a message from this man just a short while ago. If this is your wish, I will work with Samuel to coordinate a shipment of surplus rations to Gesundbrunnen. I did hear about Gunnari's missing shipments, by the way. If we are to aid Quarren, then I trust that our misunderstandings with the Rabengeister have been resolved. Yes, and I hope we've made some new allies as well. Today it's Gesundbrunnen on hard times, but tomorrow it might be the Kreuzbazaar. A wise move, Niblet. I think Monica would be proud. Very well, I shall make the arrangements. I'm glad you were able to retrieve Gunnari's shipment without needless violence. Good work. Now, is there anything else? I'd like to ask you about another member of the team. If you have questions about your teammates, I'd recommend checking... Okay. Got a question about the Kreuzbazaar. A little slice of heaven, isn't it? What can I tell you about the Keats? I'd like to get your take on some of the other people in Kreuzbazaar. Very well, where to begin? Samuel Beckenbauer is a good man, perhaps a bit xenophobic, but this is... Oh, we've done this! Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see, Dietrich, my little punker boy. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. We did that. Any thoughts about the last run? You know, boss, living in Berlin, I never thought I'd get the chance to go up against a blood mage. Guess today was my lucky day. Not sure how I feel about your freeing those clones. It might have been kinder to put them out of their misery. It was your call, though. Okay. Let's go talk to Iger. Our fearless raider returns. What do you need? Thoughts? The complex needed to be buried. What they were working on in there was an atrocity, Niblet. I'm glad that we were able to put a stop to it. Saving the clones was a bold move. It would have been easier to leave them where they were and consider them collateral damage, but it was the right choice, Niblet. Thanks, Iger. Okay, Glory. Oh, Niblet, I've gotta admit, I've been dreading this. So, now that you know what I've done, what I am, are you here to tell me off? I wouldn't blame you if you were. Okay, now this is the interesting part. Let's see. No, Glory, I'm not here to tell you off. Truth be told, I wanted to check in and see how you were doing. We left off in a bad place last time. I've been thinking about your story and I have a question for you. I don't want you gone. Not great. Struggling. About how you'd expect. Any thoughts about the last run? I don't like magic, Niblet. I've had some unfortunate experience with it in the past. What they were doing down there in that lab, that was magic of the worst kind. You took the time to save Ask Technology's test subjects in your place. I might not have. I don't think I could have justified endangering the mission. Still, it worked out, and I suppose that's all that matters. Let's see what questions can we ask her. You've escaped from Harrow, but he's still out there. If you're looking to atone for your past, don't you think that shutting him down would be a good place to start? Are you still looking for closure? Because your story had a lot of loose ends that need to be tied up. You got out of Feuerstelle, but Harrow's cult is still up and running, right? Still full of kids who are being brainwashed and worse. So shouldn't we do something about that? Yeah, let's go with the third option. She holds her silence for a long time. Finally, she nods. Yes, I've been thinking about this for a long time, Niblet, and every time that I've gotten close to making a decision, I've turned and run away again. No more running. I'm ready to face this thing. But I can't do it alone. I'm going to need your help. I'm glad that we're on the same page. Alright. Ooh, this should be good. If we're going to do this, we need to be clear on what our goal is. There are a lot of innocent people in that place. Lost street kids who got sucked in by Marta and the other girls like her. Saving them wouldn't be easy, but it feels like the right thing to do. But then there's also Harrow to consider. I want that man dead. Lord knows he deserves it, and if we don't make killing him our top priority, he might get away from us. If that happens, if he runs, he'll eventually start up another cult somewhere else where we can't find him, and all of this will have been for nothing. We're likely to run into other complications as well, so I think that we need to make a decision here up front. What would you do in my place? Rescue the kids or take down Harrow? I don't think that we can manage both. Freeing the kids should be our first priority. We raid Feuerstelle, round up the runaways, and clear Harrow's influence from their minds. Killing him will have to be secondary. We wipe out the cult, starting with Harrow. As long as he's alive, he can just start all over again. We'll save any cultists that we can, but the ones that are too far gone will have to be put down. I mean, that's how you can eradicate it, yeah. Harrow needs to die. I don't want any other kids hurt or killed but Harrow. That bastard has to pay for what he did to me. He has to pay for what he did to all of us. I won't let this happen again. He needs to die. You're damn right he does. Meet me at the van when you're ready to go. It's a long drive from here to Schönberg. I'll see you there. Oh, nice. We got a nice, interesting mission now with her. Ooh, 2 messages. Let's see. One last DVD. Oh, nice. Oi, again, Niblet. Well, I've recovered one last DVD for you, but I'm afraid that's all you're gonna get. You might as well use the rest as coasters. They're all beyond repair. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you'll find the disc that I salvaged. To be completely honest, that was a lie. To recover this last disc, I was forced to subcontract. Shroty is still a brute of a man. I am unimpressed with his manner, and his poor hygiene disgusts me. But he is very good with old things such as this. All credit where it's due. You have one unread message. Your continued assistance. Schockwellenreiter, thank you for your service. As a sign of our appreciation, we have decided to reward you with a piece of biotech that one of our operatives acquired on a recent job. If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Esquibel. The implantation surgery has already been paid for, so that there will be no cost to you. Thanks again for your help and enjoy the new toy. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see. Jobs directory. Claim payment for the Ass Technology sabotage run. We got 6k in our pocket. That's good. If you have received this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you'll still be getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, thank you for your help. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Yvonne Yemnes from Müller. Payment data 36k. Crew gets 9.6k. Munition and supplies. Automatic deduction for Alice is 18k. View all pending and active jobs. I don't really want to do that. Let's access the Shadowruns. Post pay data for sale. I'm assuming we could have posted the data here and not give it to the Schockbellenreiter. Let's claim the data for the old thing. Pending transition. Sold OTK financial records. Not bad. Kaboom! You feel the shake of a few hours ago? Not an earthquake. ASI facility went sky high downtown. Boom! You can see the smoke from here. Friend of mine down there says it was a power spike that blew their generators. I doubt it. Only Shadowrunners have that sense of flair. You're kidding me. That huge one that sprung up 6 months ago? Place must have cost millions to build. If it was runners, hope they got a major payday. No way I'd go anywhere near an ASI facility without a trunk full of ammo and a mage watching my back. Honestly, the power spike version sounds more likely. I've walked past that facility and they have guards posted at the door 24/7. Not to mention the automated turret systems backing them up. No way someone got paid to waltz through that. Scheiße. No way. I did. So, big diss. Apparently there were some survivors wandering around the U-Bahn station near the blast site. Some Boomona folks approached to see if Some Boomona folks approached to see if they had accounts. That's a typo. Then one of them said that they had to keep running and they all took off down the tunnel. Well, sure, with a blast of that magnitude, they were probably all in shock. Found another post about a bunch of glassy-eyed people wandering around. It said that they were all wearing hospital gowns. The Boomona people must have hooked them up. They keep all kinds of medical gear in their rescue wagons. Maybe, or maybe they were ASI guinea pigs. Ooh, please help me find my daughter. Please help me find my daughter. She ran away from home. She is human, in her early 20s with short blonde hair and data jack. She was last seen wearing a light blue dress. This is not exactly the place to be looking for missing kids. How did you even get in here? I paid good money to go on here. I was told you people could help. If you've got the new one, you came to the right place. I sent you a number that you can reach me at. The old help me find my missing kid routine, a classic. My money is on escaped wage slave. Make sure you do your homework, Ruby. Corp tracers. Anyone have a good backup plan for when you get stuck with a tracer? Barely managed to bug out of my apartment after a corp hit squad came knocking. Lesson learned. Pat yourself down a couple of times and make sure you don't have a tail. But if I miss something, I'd rather keep my safe houses, safe. I've had good luck with RF blockers. I have a jamming grid set up near my safe house. It projects any signals to a few miles away where I've got some cameras placed. So when someone shows up there, I know they were trying to find me. Then I do a thorough sweep to find the tracker. Sharp. How long does that go on before they give up? Usually rule of 3. I keep reprojecting the signal to different locations in my experience. They give up after the third one is a dead end and stop listening to the RF signal. Smart. Let's check the Alice Fund. Oh! Not bad. Okay, that's cool. So we got the funds. Let's see. Who do I want to visit? Let's go visit the junkie first. Anything you have to say? Show me what you got. You only got these things, okay. The flash is actually not bad, but I don't want to buy that right now. Let's go see what this tech is, what we got from the Shadowrun. Curious. I need cyberware. Adrenal Contractor. When triggered, gain 1 AP, but take an additional 2 damage from attacks. Last 3 runs. Essence costs 0. Take an additional 2 damage from attacks. I mean, it's free. And the essence cost is 0. Pain editor. Willpower and intelligence. Is there anything else with essence 0? I got a bunch with 0.5. Sure, that's about 1,000, and the essence cost remains the same. I don't want to get lower essence because they'll fuck up with my cooldowns of my spells. Didn't it say I get something for it? +1 willpower and -1 intelligence? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Willpower is at 11. Intelligence is at 3 again. Oh, I actually have 11 willpower even though I can't do this. Oh, nice. I think I'm getting another intelligence just to have that. What do I get here? Could try charisma or body. Can get some more hit points. Yeah, let's do that. Don't care about the biotech. We're full on that. Charisma. Okay. There we go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, sticking with that. Still don't know what's behind that door, but whatever. Okay. Let's go talk to Gunari. See what he has. Oh. I just like looking at them because I'm not gonna buy any weapons anyway. Kinda sucks that you have no option to filter things out. Grants +1 close combat and fight. Grants 10 HP. Light security armor. I mean, not bad. Oh, I didn't buy any. I didn't buy any healing stuff. Yeah, I didn't buy any healings. I'm gonna need a couple. I don't even know. What do we have in our stash? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 healings, a lot of jolts. No more pick-me-ups. Okay. Let's buy 2 of them. And I have healing. Okay. Let's put that and that. Let's put a jolt in there. Confirm. I bought all of the jolts. All of the jolts. Let's go take a look at our mage friend. I don't know, do they have anything new? Hey there, Hjelnor. Let's see, weapons. We got the best. Outfits. I mean, this thing has spellcasting as well. This thing has better armor. I'm gonna lose one spellcasting and get one to unarmed. Yeah, I still don't know about that one. So I can buy the Ball Lightning Flamethrower 3. We got Lightning Bolt 3. Stun Ball. That's 3 AP. Stun Bolt. Distraction. Mana Bolt, we have Mana Bolt 3, so I don't need that one. Aim, armor. Nope. I guess these are the last things I want. And now I can figure out exactly what I want here. So the stun ball. I'm gonna take out. So we have the fireball. It's an AoE. Got the lightning bolt and the mana bolt. We also have mana bolt too. Ignores armor, which is not bad. Cooldown 2, damage 10. Cooldown 4, damage 12 AoE. Does -1 AP, ongoing -5 and -1 for 1 round. A line of fire controlled by the caster and directed at one target. 25 damage. That's a pretty big hit. So between fireball and ball lightning, which one do we want? Fire explosion that also does ongoing 10 HP for 2 rounds. That thing does only 5 HP afterwards. The damage is lower. Cooldown is the same. But it also does minus AP. So it could possibly stun. So that's an AoE. That's an AoE. This thing only has a 2 cooldown. 3 cooldown, 3 cooldown, 1 cooldown. Yeah, think I'm gonna try that. Should I buy the better armor? How's my character looking? I would go back to spellcasting 9. Right? And armor 6. Spellcasting is 9 max for me. I mean, I have 10, I guess. I don't know. Main component to calculate the chance to hit with certain spells. Increases the skill, unlocks special abilities. Okay. Damn, the whole chi thing has a lot of stuff. Really don't know about this armor. Adept's combat vest. Nah, we're sticking with our occult thing. It's the eyes, man. So I have take the van to Harrow compound. Where is the van anyway? I don't know where the van is. Oh, we actually need to go down here. I've never been down here except for the first time we came to our hideout. Oh, that's literally it. It's us two against the entire thing. Oh, this is gonna be cool. We had a Dietrich mission, right? Where he had to be along. That was cool. We didn't have anything with Iger. Nah, I ain't giving you shit. You have a lot of stuff anyways. Here goes nothing. The weathered edifice of Forestella looms above you, dark and sinister in the chill of the night air. Despite the horrifying stories that Glory told you about the place, something about it feels strangely comforting. In the back of your mind, insidious voices whisper that you could stay here forever. Do you feel it, the lure of this place? When I was a kid, when I was whole, the pull was irresistible. Yes, I can feel it. It's almost pleasant. It's meant to be. That's how it gets you. It warms its way inside of you, changes you, and you don't even realize what's happening until it's too late. You're going to see some terrible things here, Niblet. Forestella exists to prey on the young, and we're going to have to come face to face with that. Are you sure that you're prepared for this? Yep, got it. Shoot kids in the face. When you say the young, how young do you mean? I need to know what we're walking into. Teenagers mostly, 16 through 18, though there is the rare exception. So not that young, not children. There was a time when Harrow played with luring younger children here, but he found them to be more trouble than they were worth. The younger the child, the more likely that someone might come looking for them. Better to stick with the lost, desperate souls who've already spent years on the streets, the cast-offs that nobody cares about. Lord knows that there are enough of them out there. So I'll ask you again, are you ready for this? I need an honest answer. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Good. You want to compare notes? Make sure that we're both on the same page? We take Harrow out of commission. You were right when you said that we couldn't afford to let him live, even if we completely destroyed this place. It'd all be for nothing if he got away. He'd just start another cult somewhere else. Any suggestions as to how we should approach this? Yeah, we're going to take out the shrine that Haro uses as his power focus. We can't touch him while that thing is standing, but after we bring it down, he'll be vulnerable. Okay, tell me more about the shrine. It's a lump of rock about as tall as I am, inscribed with runes and encrusted with bone. The shrine's power comes from an entity that Haro bound into the stone, something very old and very dangerous, a toxic spirit. In many ways, it is the heart of this place. We can't touch Haro while the shrine is intact. If we try, he'll siphon enough power from it to slaughter us where we stand. But if we confront the shrine and kill the spirit, the astral backflash from its death will cripple him. All we'll have to do is finish him off. Kill the spirit, cripple Haro, then take him down. Got it, let's move. I'm with you, let's do this. Ooh boy. Here we go. Enter Feuerstelle. Charming. Hello? Ooh. That's an interesting looking door. How big is this place? Ooh, pretty big. Let's start looking. Okay, garage. Glory pauses at the side of the van. She traces the side of it with a claw. I remember cruising the back alley of Tübingen looking for the kids in need of help. The bait girls, Marta and the others like her, would offer them money or food or drugs or sex, whatever it took to get them into the van. And once they piled in, Haro and I would be waiting to greet them. I remember so many nights like that. I remember how much I used to enjoy it. You're not the same person that you were back then. Leave the past in the past. After tonight I will. Okay. Next door. This is the initiate's dormitory. The new arrivals are brought here. There's still hope for these kids, but Haro hasn't had a chance to ruin them yet. Then we need to stop him before we can. Wait, listen. Movement in the other room. Listen closely. You strain your ears to listen. Soft voices from inside of the room come drifting out of nearby vent. You hear a woman's voice. The sound is crisp and smooth and sweet, and it instantly puts you at ease. Calm now, dear. It's probably nothing. No need to worry yourself. We're so far off the beaten track, we don't get a lot of visitors. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see Glory's back stiffen. She flinches as though she's been stung. Another voice, high-pitched and pleading, an adolescent boy. But what if it is someone? What if the bad people have found us? What if they followed me here and they've come to... The female voice cuts in, soft and comforting. Well then, we'll send them away. You're perfectly safe here. You have to believe that. Don't worry, dear heart. Haro won't let anyone hurt you. Not here, in this place. Not ever again. You hear another boy's voice. This one is deeper. Are you certain, Martha? Positive. Be calm, all of you. As long as you're here with us, nothing bad will ever happen to you. Is that your Marta, Glory? Not mine, Harrow's, but she's the Marta from my story, yes. What do you want to do? I don't know. If she's still here, she'll be Harrow's number 1, my old position. He had his way with all of us, but he was always sweet on Marta. Part of me wants to kill her. She's the reason why a lot of these kids wound up here, including me. But there isn't time. This isn't what we're here for. Okay, we can deal with her later. Hush now, boys, and get some rest. You've got a big day tomorrow, the biggest day of your lives. You get to meet Harrow. I promise you, after you speak with him, you'll see the whole world in a different way, a better way. All right, Marta. Have a good night. You too, dear heart, all of you. Let's go, Niblet. We need to deal with that shrine. Step away, let's do this. Hey there, Cam. How was the show? Nah, it was okay. But now the gameplay is fine. Medicine cabinet. Sent to your stash. Saved. Okay. Do. How was your day, man? Refrigerator? Inspect the containers. You pop the lid off a container to take a closer look. The first thing that hits you is the smell. Ugh. As you rush to put the lid back on, you recognize a familiar shape in the rotten meat, a mangled human hand. Is that what I think it is? Ritual supplies. The adversary prefers them aged. Ugh. God, you're tired, but it was okay. Well, at least it's Friday, right? The weekend is upon us. Harrow teaches all of the initiates how to do it, how to harvest the meat, how to store it, how to label it. Nobody likes doing it at first, but you learn. By the end, it doesn't even bother you anymore. I get the picture. I warned you that you'd see things you didn't want to in here. You weren't lying. Come on, let's keep moving. Okay. What's the GIF? You can hear a distant murmuring sound coming from inside the room. Voices, 3, maybe 4 people, all talking amongst themselves. You can make out what they're saying, but okay, you've heard a tone before. It's the sound of a man pleading for his life. We should keep moving. Whatever's going on in there, we don't want to get involved. Sounds like somebody's in trouble in there. I don't doubt it, but we're here to kill Harrow, not the people he's brainwashed. After we've taken down the shrine, the cultists in there will be hurt, disoriented. We can deal with them then. Alright. Just want to take a look at all of the things that maybe we can look at. More voices. These voices belong to Harrow's acolytes. They have some magic training and they like hurting people. You open that door and we're going to have a fight on our hands. I don't want to announce our presence here unless I have to. Let's keep moving. Okay. I think there was one more door that I can look at. And then we go kill the fucker. Nah. Large book and terminal. Large book. An ostentatiously large tome sits cradle on this pedestal. The paper is robust and fibrous, and the binding has been expertly stitched. A steel plate running along the book spine anchors it to the pedestal. Glory stares down at it, frowning. Harrow's manifesto, the handcrafted line of bullshit that he feeds to his initiates. We all ate it up with a smile and came away convinced that he was a genius. Looks like he's expanded it over the last few years. It's at least twice as thick as it was when I lived here. Maybe there's something in there that we can use. I wouldn't want to hang around long enough to find out. This is Harrow's personal library. He used to experiment in here. There were dangerous things in here, NibletK, sick things. I was never allowed in this room without Harrow. Nobody was. He said that it was for our safety, and I think that he was telling the truth. I feel uneasy being in here. I don't want to stay any longer than we have to. I've been on the edge since we came in, but that doesn't change the fact that we should learn what we can. Whatever Harrow added to his manifesto could be important. I'm going to... okay, let's see. It doesn't change the fact that we should learn what we can. Alright, I'll watch your back, but try to be quick. Leaf through the beginning of the manifesto. You flip through the early pages of the manifesto, find what looks like a good place to jump in and start to read. When I first set out on the path to free living, I realized that I'd have to rethink all of my earlier assumptions about life. I'd have to question my own values and beliefs, and I'd need to strength to trust in the answers that came to me. The prospect was daunting, but it was also necessary. The road to the true freedom is paved with unanswered questions. After all, you can't learn to be free from a book. The answers won't come from a Bible, an instruction manual, or a code of conduct. If you don't learn that, you'll never break your chains. The path to true freedom is one that each of us must walk in on his or her own. What makes life worth living? What in life is truly valuable, and what is the dross that can be burned away? I spent weeks dissecting every aspect of my life to find the answers to these questions. Slowly, agonizingly, I parade down the list until only 4 items remained. These 4 items became the cornerstones of my new philosophy and the basis for everything that Forestella stands for. Love, the first cornerstone, and the most important. Without love, life is bland and meaningless. Without love, we might as well be machines. Love what you do, love the people around you, but above all, love yourself. Self-determination, the second cornerstone. Each of us must be his or her own shepherd. No more gods and no more kings. Your life is your own. Lash out against anyone or anything that tries to treat you like property. An assault on your freedom is an assault on your whole being, and it must be met with an equal ferocity response. Charity, the third cornerstone. A miserly life is an empty life. If each of us is his or her own master, then nobody should live as a serf. By helping others along the path to enlightenment, so do we enrich our own lives. Passion, the final cornerstone. Complacency is poison. Be wary of it. Ambition is the key to a fulfilling life. Don't settle for what is. If you do, you abandon what you could be. You hear a rustling sound behind you, Glory. Turning, you can see a troubled look on her face. The ominous feeling is getting stronger, Niblet. I feel like we're being watched. Ooh, okay. Continue reading. Leafing through the middle of the book, you find the section, Harrow's Rules of Living. Be free in all things, and experience that freedom with your whole being. No body, mind, and spirit. Discard the opposive traditions of modesty and shame that you've been indoctrinated with since birth. The free thinker has no use for them. Your body is a source of pride, of pleasure, and of succor. Okay? For yourself and for others. Enjoy it and share that joy freely with those who desire it. Be selfish. Don't enslave yourself to others at the expense of your own happiness. Take what you want and do so unashamedly. Our desires are an important part of what makes us human. Society has trained us to hide that part of ourselves from the world. But the free living person doesn't cower in the shadows. Own your desires and rejoice in them. Selflessness is ultimately dishonest, and dishonesty has no place in a free society. Show reverence. The free living person understands that the only true governance in the world is the law of nature, and that in nature there is a hierarchy. The rabbit doesn't question the wolf. The mouse does not wonder why it must run from the cat. They do because they must. Their survival depends on it. As it is in nature, so it is at Voorstelle. Know your place in the food chain. I understand that the mechanism by which you can better yourself. You leaf forward and find that there are at least 20 more pages worth of rules. Each is worded vaguely enough to have multiple interpretations. You hear another rustling sound. Glory moving behind you. She stares down at the rules of living, a look of disgust on her face. Okay, we got the academic thing. Let's see. I'm getting the feeling that this entire thing is written in doublespeak. I doubt if there's a single statement in here that isn't contradicted somewhere else. A fact that Harrow and I used to our own advantage. We could justify just about anything by pointing to that manifesto. If an act is forbidden in one place, it's permitted somewhere else. If an initiate ever questioned our behavior, we could claim that he just didn't understand the meaning of the book. The other kids would look at him as the ignorant one. It's all bullshit, like I said. Clever bullshit, but bullshit all the same. That ominous feeling, it's getting closer. There's something in the room with us. I'm sure of it. We need to get out of here now. Do we keep reading? Let's try it. The final pages of the manifesto devolve into semi-cohesive rants about anarchy, social Darwinism, free love, and the horned god. You've seen this kind of thing before. Harrow's philosophy is collapsing under its own weight. Unfortunately, None of his cultists seem to have caught on to that fact. Done. This philosophy of Haros really starts to break down. Glory lets out a startled cry, cutting your sentence short. Out of the corner of your eye, you see her wheel to face something behind you. All at once, the room fills with a slaughterhouse smell, a smell like blood and bile and feces, and the stench of an abattoir. Oh boy. As you turn, you catch sight of something sliding into the world. It looks like a charred man with a pair of tortured faces where his shoulders should be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white-hot sparks in a fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and spatters onto the floor, and where those drips land, they burn. Look out! Ow. Oh. Heal my wound. I'm gonna man about you, boy. Yeah, how you like that? Nice. The body of the thing that attacked you begins to dissolve at the moment of death. As you wash, its tissue breaks down into a growing slick of bubbling pitch and renders fat. What the hell was that? Something from another place, like I said, outside. The boundaries between the physical world and the astral place are weak here. Things come and go through. I think that we've gotten everything from the book that we're going to. Let's get the hell out of here. We need to keep moving anyway. But first, we gotta take a look at this terminal, okay? Does it have solitaire? I don't have the necessary decking things. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh, nice. What would have happened if I wouldn't have this? I think I would have had to go fight the other things, right? The doorway shimmers with a faint red light. As you approach the door, you can feel the squirming sensation in the back of your skull. Your limbs begin to tingle, then feel heavy. The closer that you get to the doorway, the more of a struggle it is to continue moving forward. It feels as though the strength is being siphoned from your body. Fight through it. You grit your teeth and lean forward, forcing your heavy limbs to move through sheer force of will. As you near the doorknob, it begins to glow red. Crackling sparks leap from the glowing brass, and the crisp smell of ozone fills the air. Reach for the doorknob. You wrestle an arm up from where it hangs at your side and reach for the sparkling doorknob. A moment later, you feel a cold metal hand grasps your shoulder. Glory. She speaks a single word. Don't. Don't. Grab it. You seize the doorknob. Minus 10 damage. And white-hot bursts of pain scream through your arm and into your shoulder involuntarily. You jerk back. As your hand breaks contact with the doorknob, your eyes are stabbed by a bright flash of red light. Your nostrils clog with the stench of burning meat. I told you not to touch that. The door is warded. Next time you should listen to me. I'll keep that in mind. Eventually, the trembling in your limbs begin to subside, taking the pain along with it. Glory releases you and steps back. You okay? I'll live. The shrine room is through there, but this barrier wasn't here before. Harold must have boarded the doorway after I ran. How do we get through? The ward is like a lock. There must be a key. And I know who has it. There's only one person here that Harold would offer it to. Marta. Looks like we're going to have to confront her after all. Let's go. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Okay, where was Marta again? Here. Well, let's do this. That was useless. Open the door. Hey kids. Don't mind us. We're just here to kill everyone. If you look away, you won't get killed. The initiate closest to the door whips his head up to look at you. He takes a stutter step backwards in alarm, then opens his mouth to cry for help. Touchy touch, because you have to touch everything. I mean, can't help it. You won't want to do that. We're not here to hurt you. We're friends of Harrow's. Don't bother calling Marta out here. We're just going in there to have a word with her. Yeah, okay. You do that. Female initiate. Initiate. I used to live here, didn't you? I've seen your picture before. Really? I think so. I didn't look at it long. It was in a room that I wasn't supposed to be in. But I'm pretty sure that it was you. Probably was, you're right. I did live here a long time ago. I was like you back then. A scared kid brought here by Marta for a chance at a new life. I like Marta. She's so nice. I always feel safe when I'm with her. Most adults aren't like that. They either don't notice you or they do for the wrong reasons. But Marta, she cares about us. Can I ask a question? Sure, ask away. Well, I overheard Marta talking with Mr. Harrow yesterday. I think that they were talking about our meeting with him. The one that Marta was just telling us about. Where we'll learn to see the world in a different way. Go on. Well, I couldn't really hear the whole conversation. It was all muffled, but what I could hear was kind of weird. Mr. Harrow said some stuff about the shrine, and then it sounded like he changed the subject, because he started talking about dinner. Something about chopping up meat. Well, Marta got real upset, said, "They're too new. They're not ready. Make the older ones to do it." Stuff like that. But then Mr. Harrow said some other things, and then she calmed down again. When she left, she was smiling. Oh, they were gonna make these guys chop up. Okay. And so I was just wondering, do you know what they were talking about? I want to make sure that Marta is okay, but I can't ask her about it because I don't want her to find out that I was eavesdropping. I think that I know what Harrow has planned for you. Have you ever opened the fridge in the other room? No, why? Is that where we're going to make dinner? I wouldn't worry about it. We'll make sure that Marta is okay. Alright, but don't tell her that I told you, please. Don't worry, we won't. How long you have been here, by the way? Almost a week. It's wonderful. Of course it is. So much nicer than living on the street, isn't it? You be good, sweetie. Don't you worry. We'll take care of Mara. It's like I thought. Things have changed in the past few years. How so? Back when I lived here, Harrow would never have left such a fresh convert prepare a sacrifice. He'd wait until she was in so deep, until she felt so indebted to him that she couldn't turn tail and run. Okay? It was a rule. You let newcomers get settled for a month. You'd let newcomers get settled for a month, maybe two, before teaching them the more unsavory aspects of cult life. Even then, you'd start them off slow. Their first lessons would use pork or chicken, never human meat. That didn't come until much later. Indoctrinating a new recruit after a week is risky as hell, and he never would have done it when I lived here. Maybe he's getting cocky. Maybe, or maybe he knows for a fact that they won't run away. The Shrine's influence won't let them. Either way, it's a sign of something. Harrow is getting lazy, letting his captive spirits do the heavy lifting for him. So what does that mean for us? I'm still working on that, but I don't think that the Shrine is just a tool for Harrow anymore. I think that he relies on it. He's using it as a crutch. Okay, I think that he's let himself become dependent on that damn thing. Good, if the bastard is going soft, it should be that much easier for us to take him down. On that we are in agreement. Here goes nothing. Hey Marta, remember me? Marta is just on the other side of this door. However, this goes where we're going to have to move quickly afterward. If she dies, Harrow will know it, and I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she lives. So we take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Okay, let's do this. Hello? The woman in this room is lovely. Full lips, contrast, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Marta, Glory's old lover. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory. As she takes in her cyberware, her mouth falls open in horror. Glory? Yes, Marta, it's me. It's been a long time. It has, Glory. What have you done to yourself? What I had to do. I got out, Marta. This was the only way. Oh, Glory, I am so sorry. Marta steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. All at once, something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid, and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. Don't you touch me. You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. One of his creatures? Glory, what are you talking about? Say nothing. You know as well as I do. You worship the monster. You seduced me into coming here so that I would worship him. If you hadn't found me, if you hadn't baited me, none of this would have happened. None of what? I haven't done anything. If you'd just left me when you found me, I never would have never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to the abomination that you all worship, and I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it all started with you. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the street, a beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in a gutter. I pulled you away from all of that. I saved you. I don't feel much anymore, Marta. Most of the time, I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. Another lie. The last one you'll ever tell. I think that we should hear her out. Something strange is happening here. Nah, screw it. You do you, girl. You couldn't if you tried. Alright, Glory. I didn't want this, but you win. Let me show you what our husband has taught me since you disappeared. Marta. Marta? Oh, let's do this. Not bad. Boom! Maybe I should have started with this. Never mind. Glory stands staring at the red ruin of Marta's body. You eviscerated her, girl. What are you talking about? Her eyes flit down to her claws, and an expression of growing horror creeps across her face. You okay, Glory? No, I'm not. Well, get your game face back on. We still have Harrow's shrine to deal with. Should have thought of that before you killed her. You didn't have to do that. Sorry, but it had to be done. Yes, I know. She was just as bad as Harrow. Killing her was the right thing to do. Glory? Save the consolation speech. I'm over it. We got what we came here for. Let's go finish this. Okay, Marta's flamulet. Oh, they're scared now. You monster, you killed Marta. It couldn't be helped. Harrow is going to get you, you'll see. Yeah. Of course he will. But not if I can't get him first. As you step forward, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There is a strange lurking sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. It seems to have done it. Her hand comes back out, clutching a small jar. I'm going to put a square of this on your forehead. It's a sort of alchemical balm. Harold taught me to make it. If you ever wondered where my share of the take from our jobs has gone, this is the answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. What does the ointment do? The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak in this place. Things can bleed through. The balm is like a lens. It focuses your perception, makes the haze real. With this, we can deal with the spirits on its own level. Sounds like a plan to me. That's good, because we don't have another one. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while we're dealing with the shrine. Whatever you do, put on the pendant. Got it. I don't know what's going to happen when we step into that room, Niblet. We're playing with forces outside of our control. Are you ready for this? Ready as I'll ever be. At the very beginning of this thing, we both agreed that Harrow needs to die. I still want that. I want to bury my claws in his belly and pull his entrails out for what he did to me and to all of the other kids like me. But from what we've seen here tonight, I suspect that Harrow isn't the real power here anymore. Explain. I think that when Harrow started using his shrine, he handed the spirit trapped inside of it the key to the kingdom. The bastard might think that he's in charge here, but he isn't. Not anymore. He's a servant. He's just like everybody else. The only difference is that he doesn't know it. What are you basing this on? What we saw with the initiate and the fridge, what we heard Marta say about the sacrifices, lots of things, lots of little things, but they add up. Alright, so there's a way that we can deal with the shrine without hurting the cultists? Yes, rather than killing the spirit, we can attempt to purify it. That will clear its influence from their minds without hurting them. I think that if we purify the spirit, Forestella will die, will save all of the kids, and the nightmares will end. But if we do that, Harrow will get away. Yeah, Harrow will get away. I don't like it either. He deserves to face justice, but I also don't think that he possesses the kind of threat that he used to. It looks to me like he's traded his old tricks for easy power. Take that power away from him and what does he become? A pathetic little man who failed to satisfy a vindictive idol. It's a great theory, but that's all it is. We don't know for a fact if any of what you just said is true. No, we don't. I think that it's likely, but we don't know for sure. Can't justify letting a man like Harrow go free on a hunch. We need to take him out, and we need to do it tonight. Okay, you're right. Without ironclad proof, we can't let that bastard go. Forget that I said anything. I have to admit, a part of me was hoping that you'd say no. I want to watch that bastard bleed out, and now I'm gonna get the chance to. Nice. Let's put an end to all of this. First the spirit, then Harrow will make them suffer for what they've done to me. Forestella dies tonight! Okay, let's do this! Super save. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high, sibilant voices fills in the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep breath. Welcome home, Glory. Glory? What? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible forces that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. Ow! Slowly, you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations comes in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat, and the roar of distant flames whispers in your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly, the wave grows still and your sense calms. Okay, cool. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Feuerstelle stretch out in all directions as far as the eye can see. Holy shit. Is this the astral... Let's say holy shit. I'd say that's an understatement. Where the hell are we? I can't say for certain, but there's one thing that I am sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. I don't doubt that. In fact, I think that this place looks the way it does because you expected it to. It's trying to play on our fears. That's possible, I suppose, but we can worry about it later. For now, let's keep moving. The spirits will be around here somewhere. Nice. I'm really glad that I picked a mage for this run, because this one was really filled with whole mystic and magic and bullshit. For the Hong Kong run, I think we're gonna go with a droid guy. So essentially a decker, but we're gonna focus on, you know, droids, robots. Oh, what is that? Ow. Mauler. So I'm in the open. Foop, foop. Really? Oh, interesting. I like that flamethrower ability. It is good. It is really good. Oh, at least I can get into cover this time. $87, not bad. Ooh, my God. Let's try to hit that. Nice. Okay, the cover is good. Wait, can't use this? Oh wait, that's not the AoE. I think that hits, right? Yeah. Come on, you gotta hit. Yes. Let's use the flamethrower thing. No, c'est du plastique. Oh, nice. Okay. We're getting closer. The thing hovering before you is a hideous thing. Its broad chest is jagged in scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmer with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackening bodies. The spirit inclines its head towards Glory and spreads its arms in welcome. Heart of Fuertero, welcome, child. What a pleasure it is to see you again. We're going to kill you, spirit, and once you're dead, Harl will follow. We're burning this entire godforsaken place to the ground, and we're doing it tonight. We knew why you had come, child. When you mutilated yourself, when you cut away your connection to him, all became clear to us. We knew that one day you'd be back, and that you would lash out against our great master. It was inevitable. You have mangled yourself beyond repair, and you did it to spite him. He, who was your greatest benefactor. You betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. This adversary sounds like a pretty reasonable guy. Cut the shit, spirit. We all know what your master loves does to people. Don't listen to this thing, Glory. It fixates its cavernous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, speaks out of turn, but we take no offense. His words are like the hobble of a newborn babe. He is ignorant of the truth. If the noise continues, we will teach him, and the babble will cease. Don't! I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you. A peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction as a symbol of his love. He will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Forestelle as a sign of his compassion. He will help you set them free. You can have everything that you want, child, all of this and more. Let's remain silent. That's a nice pitch, spirit, but you neglected to mention the price. This will cost you nothing. A simple gesture, a trifle, a show of good faith. If you demonstrate your love for him, he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. Remove the protective ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking, yours forevermore. Let's still say nothing. Glory cranes her neck to look up at the wrecking, cadaverous thing that looms over her. I had my own limbs hacked off to get away from the adversary. I paid somebody to do it. That's how badly I wanted to be free of your great master. Your offer is as pathetic as it was predictable. To be frank, I'm disappointed in you. If you rebuke our great master a second time, I will chew what's left of you into mulch. The marrow from your bones will nourish the garden. I promise you this, child. I promise it. I've been waiting a long time for this, too long. I'm going to rip you to pieces, spirit, and after I'm done with you, Harl will follow. Very well, child. If pain is what you seek, we will bring it to you. Okay. Death comes in many forms, child. Yours will be swift and brutal. Holy shit, there's two of them. Heart of Feuerstelle. So let's go over here. I know you're made of flame and whatnot, but I have a pretty good flame trick. Wanna see it? Wait a minute, there's another one here. Flanked, okay. Nice. Oh, what's that? A figure materializes out of the shadows. The form is wispy and insubstantial. A projection of a man distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome, with sculpted features and an unnaturally youthful complexion. His expression is sad. Harrow. Glory. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. You taught me to kill, monster. You trained me to like it. It seems only fitting that I share what I've learned with you. I don't want to kill you, Glory, and I won't unless you force my hand. Ask me for my protection and I will usher you out of this place. You can leave Feuerstelle in peace if you ask me politely. I might even let your friend leave with you. You're going to die tonight, Harrow. I'm going to tear out your throat, as you did to poor Marta. That was a terrible thing, Glory. You've brought this upon yourself. So I think we need to kill these things first. Ow. Ow. So this is the real one. Ow. Please don't die. Deflect incoming damage. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these. And let's use this flame thing again. Nice. Fuck. Come on. 20 damage. Okay, this might be the real one. I think. Yeah, it is. I can't use that, right? Ow. I think I have 1 HP. You have one of these big things. Yes! Weakened, the heart of Forstella stumbles backwards. The bonfire stench of it intensifies, and its chorus of voice devolves into a cacophony of animal shrieking. The fluttering butterflies in your chest become razor blades, and every shriek is accompanied with a white, hot burst of pain. Glory is up and moving, beeling for the spirit's weakened form. Her claws glint redly in the infernal glow. Nice. The power released by the spirit's death explodes outward, slamming into you like a freight train and sending you reeling. Glory is buffeted backward like a rag doll, but she manages to retain her footing. She turns to face you, the ichor from the spirit's chest wicking off her razor-tipped fingers, and as you watch, her right hand bursts into flames. Harrow stumbles backward, clutching his head. The rippling motion of his outline has become ragged and violent. Through the haze, you can see rivulets of gore tracing their way down from his ears and nose. The whites of his eyes have gone pink with blood. He shrieks at Glory, and his voice comes out in a strangled croak. "You stupid bitch! What have you done?" What needed to be done. See you in the real world, Harrow. The projection of Harrow convulses and bursts, and then scraps are consumed by shadow. The shadows dissipate and Harrow is gone. I hope that bastard burns. You catch sight of Glory standing impassively, smiling into the void, and then everything goes black. Bum bum bam. Slowly you swim back to consciousness. The mount of stone that was Harrow's shrine was shattered, and the aura of power that is emanated is gone. Struggling to your feet, you find Glory standing nearby. She looks as calm as she ever has, but something about her troubles you. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. Glory, you okay? I'm fine, Niblet, but we need to get moving. Things are spilling through from the other side, like rats fleeing a sinking ship. And besides, we still have Harrow, the real Harrow, to kill. To your horror, you realize that the smoke is here too. Forstella is burning. From the hallway outside, you can hear a chaotic jumble of sounds. Just on the other side of the door, a man is yelling, pleading with something to stop. From the cries that follow, you gather that his words have fallen on deaf ears. You also hear a fainted, higher-pitched noise that screams of the initiates. I can hear Harrow. He must be right outside. Let's go finish this. Yes, let's. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Where do I need to go? Oh, okay. Oh, they want to kill him? Haro's magic still protects him, but not well enough. At least half of his body has been seared black by the creature's attacks. Blood spills from his ears and nose, and his eyes have gone wide with terror. Glory stalks toward Haro, her claws at her side. A ghastly smile creases her face, and it widens further as she draws near. The nightmare creatures from the adversary's domain fall back at her approach. Impossibly, the fingers of her right and Impossibly, the fingers of her right hand begin to glow, just as they did in the adversary's domain. The metal goes from cherry red to yellow-white in an instant, and weaves of heat wash over you. She looks down on Harrow's humbled form and raises her right arm. Glowing razor erupts from her incandescent fingertips. He looks up at her, his mouth agape. Hello, lover. Flip. Okay. That was that. Where Glory's burning claws make contact, Howard's flesh bubbles and bursts. She rakes his chest and then plunges a pair of razor-tipped fingers into his eyes. Ugh. His final screams are inhumane, like something out of a nightmare. Glory shakes her hand free, and his seared body tumbles to the floor. It's over. It's finished. With dawning horror, you realize what was bothering you before. Something is absent, and the realization makes your stomach churn. Her pendant, the protective charm that once glinted against her pale skin, is gone. Glory, what happened to your pendant? The ward that you were wearing, where is it? She glances down, and you can see the worry begin to creep onto her face. The wild look in her eyes slowly dies away, replaced by the cool, analytical expression that you've come to know. I don't know. Must have lost it somewhere along the way. The angry glow of her burning claw fades to nothing as the metal cools. As you watch, the red light that bathed her body slowly dies away. Something happened to you in there, Glory. Your hand, how do you explain that? How is that even possible? I don't know, but we can worry about it when we get back home. It's only a matter of time before this entire compound shakes itself apart. I can't take you back to Kreuz Bazaar before we know what happened to you. You still seem like yourself, so I'll trust what you're telling me. Who knows? Maybe this could even help us down the road. Okay, fine. As if on cue, an ominous cracking sound reverberates throughout the halls of Forest Valley, followed by the groan of buckling support thrust from above. Other stranger noises can be heard further in the distance, panicked screams and faint cries for help, intermingled with the bellowing roars of escaped spirits. Say nothing. That's our cue to leave. Let the fire take this place and everything in it. We've done what we came here for. Haro is dead. We won. Yeah. I'm not so sure, Glory. I mean, we've won, but it seems as though you've gained some new insight, some new friend. Okay. Piddle pop. Let's go talk to her. Let's see. Let us see. Also, we gotta watch the DVDs. Hell yeah. Thank you for your help at first, Stella. I couldn't have done it without you. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk with you about that. After the thing that we saw in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Niblet. I'm listening. We need to talk about what happened to you back there. You'll need to be more specific. You know what I'm talking about, Glory. The missing pendant, the other place, and the burning hand that you brought back with you. Ah, that. Well, clearly something happened when I plunged my claw into the heart of the forest, but as to what that something was, your guess is as good as mine. I can't believe that you're acting so nonchalantly about this. So, don't you think that we should do something about it? What do you propose that we do? I don't know how to reverse what's happening to me. To be frank, I don't even know why I'd want to change this. The way that I look at it, what happened, happened. I've come through it okay, and I've even managed to take away some residual, if inexplicable, gain from it. How can that be bad? Don't bother answering that. It was a rhetorical question, and I can see that you won't be satisfied until I offer you some sort of real answer. I suppose it's possible that when the spirit died, some portion of its essence was trapped in the hand that I used to kill it. How could that happen? We were in a place with different rules, remember? I'm already too far out of my comfort zone to offer you any real answers. Maybe it reacted to the orichalcum at the balm that I was wearing. I don't know. Anyway, the important thing is that some portion of the spirit, let's call it a residue, got smeared onto my hand in the adversary's domain. And somehow, back in the real world, that residue has imparted me with magic. Whatever the reason, however it's happening, I can't help but look upon this as a good thing. I guess I can't argue with you there. If it makes you more combat capable, I can't order you to not use it. It's helpful, sure, but helpful and good aren't always the same thing. Call it what you will. Whatever this is, it's a part of me now. Let's change the subject. Is there something else that you want to know? We killed Harrow, but we didn't manage to save any of the cultists. Not a single one of them. We didn't even try. You look distraught when Marta died. How are you holding up? As well as can be expected, my feelings on this are complicated. You loved her. That much is pretty clear. Yes, a part of me still loved her, and the rest hated her for what she represented. Am I ultimately sorry that she's dead? Yes, but I'm not sure that what the alternative would be. Say nothing. Marta was a new definition of the term damaged goods. I can't even imagine the amount of psychological trauma she'd be carrying if she were alive today. It'd take her years to recover, and in that time she'd still be dangerous. All in all, it's probably better than things turned out the way they did. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's go take a look at DVDs. The fourth one. Let's see. This is it, the interview. Took some digging to find it, but here he is, my big brother, back in his prime. The note disappears, and for a moment the screen goes. Okay. Here's the interview. Oh, look at him, all fancy. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you live from the ruins of Zangenhausen, the fifth Harz mountain town to be sacked by the dragon Feuerschwinge. Standing by my side is the head of Deal Defense, Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Adrian. Dr. Vauclair has been hailed as a leader in the effort to bring down Feuerschwinge and her reign of terror. Dr. Vauclair, tell us about your efforts to bring down the dragon. Killing the monster has proven difficult, to say the least. Her speed and maneuverability in the air are extraordinary. Her scales repel small arm fires, and her breath can melt steel. Our R&D teams have been working around the clock to devise a weapon capable of drowning the beast. In the interim, we are providing material support for the Luftwaffe's attempt to shoot her down via conventional means. Herr Vauclair, why are you directing Deal's defense's energies to the killing of Feuerschwinge? Are there corporate interests at play in this? Corporate interests? No. This is a matter of human interest. Innocent lives are being extinguished at an appalling rate. I am in a position to help put an end to the slaughter, and so I must. It really is that simple. Dr. Vauclair, you must understand my skepticism. Our viewers aren't looking for a PR statement. They come to us for the truth. I'm afraid that I don't have time to go back and forth on this. Your viewers can think whatever the fuck they want. My concern is in helping the people affected by this tragedy. In that case, Dr. Vauclair, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. You're very welcome. To the viewers at home, stay safe and watch the skies. Salvation is coming, I promise. Again, that was Dr. Adrian Vauclair, CEO of Deal Defenses. Dr. Vauclair is the chief architect of the military's current plan to bring down the dragon Feuerschwinge. Stay tuned for more late-breaking news on the battle for the Harz Mountains. We'll be right back. Look at him. Holy shit. I just stumbled onto some of Adrian's old lab notes. I'm not gonna say how I came across these. Someone might get hurt if the wrong people watch this. But I've checked them against some of Adrian's old handwriting samples, and they're legitimate. Holy shit, this is big. Alright, okay. Back up. Slow down. Breathe. Okay. So these notes, they pretty much confirm something that I'd always suspected. The Luftwaffe didn't shoot down Feuerschwinge. I mean, they tried. They pumped thousands of rounds into the air around her, and they lobbed rockets at her for months. Lost a lot of attack helicopters and fighter crafts in the process, but none of those things were responsible for taking her down. The Dragonfall was caused by an experimental warhead, one that Adrian and his Deal Defenses think tank designed. I don't understand the science of it, not even a little bit, but from what I can piece together, it looks like they designed some sort of chemical radiological agent that acts on the metagene. I don't think that they fully understood what they were doing. It was 2012. After all, I mean, the process worked, but I don't think if they understood why it worked. Anyway, when a warhead full of this stuff comes into contact with a dual-natured creature like a dragon, say, it drives a wedge between the creature's physical and astral forms. No worries, we survived 2020. And even 2012 and even 2020, yeah. The body gets put into a sort of hibernation state and the spirit is forced out. It also looks like this process can be maintained that state of separation indefinitely, and that's a pretty horrifying thought. incorporated bodies supposed to die in a few hours. I've heard horror stories about ghost-walking mages getting trapped in astral spaces, unable to rejoin with their meat. I heard they went crazy from the pain. If what I'm reading is accurate, it's entirely possible that Forschvinge has been trapped outside of her body for over 40 years. This is why Adrian was always so cagey about the subject of Forschvinge after the Dragonfall. He knew for a fact that she was alive, even if only technically. Her body crashed down into the SOX, sure, but she wasn't dead. Oh my god. The government wouldn't let Adrian tell the public about any of this, of course. It'd interfere with the lie that they were feeding us, that the firing was dead, and that everyone was safe, and that people should stop hiding in their basements and get back to work again. But privately, he always said that she was still out there, somewhere deep in the SOX. I'd always thought that he was paranoid, but I was wrong. He knew. So, what does all of this mean? It means that the stories I got from the ghost rat suddenly sound a lot more plausible. It means that Forschvinge is definitely alive, and that Adrian's appearance is unquestionably tied to her survival. It also means that Germany is in deep shit. Oh fuck, I am fucked then. Because if Forschvinge is still alive, it's only a matter of time before she rears her ugly head again. I mean, it's been 40 years, so give or take. Okay, that's enough for one night. I'm gonna get drunk. Look, Adrian, I understand you. Lord knows I do. But you've got to drop this dragon fixation. People are starting to talk. Oh, they're talking, are they? What a terrible shame. Damn it, Adrian, this is serious. You're a public figure. You could lose everything if you don't keep these ridiculous fairy tales to yourself. Hear me. My theories are not, as you call them, fairy tales. Dragons are real. I saved Germany from one. Have you forgotten? No, of course not. Everyone knows that you killed the Firewing. Stopped, not killed. Fine, stopped, whatever. Call it whatever you want, but Adrian, you're the only one who's still this obsessed with the damn thing. There aren't that many of them, and they're not taking over the world. Such is the cry of the cancer patient, unaware of what's killing him. I'm fine, not to worry. I'll smoke another cigarette. What's the harm? He doesn't see what's happening, but he winds up dead all the same. Now you're just being maudlin. Look, Adrian, you mark my words, hear me. Within 5 years, corporations, even countries, will fall to these creatures, and the worst part is nobody will care. Oh, people will tut-tut about it. There may be a protest or two, but nobody will actually do anything to stop them. The immortal, all-powerful, utterly pitiless reptiles will seize more and more of our power, wealth, and territory. And we foolish, short-sighted mortals will never get it back. Come on, Aid. We could solve the problem, of course, but we, as a species, are unwilling to invest our energy into problems that aren't staring us right in the face. As it was with climate change, so it is with dragons. I've accepted that, but you can ask me to stop caring, but you can't ask me to stop caring about it. You're hopeless, Adrian. Fine, by all means, keep caring. Just keep your conspiracy theories to yourself. I'm telling you this for your own sake. Yes, Hermie, you're right, of course. I mustn't jeopardize my credibility with the masses. It's not just your credibility that I'm worried about. Talk is talk, but sometimes I worry that you're really gonna go back to the SOX. Hermie, Please, big brother, just drop all of this. Stop hunting the Firewing and start living your life again. If you won't do it for yourself, then for Christ's sakes, do it for me. Alright, Hermie, I'll try. I'm a fun-loving guy who's also a great listener. I love hiking, clubbing, and all kinds of pets. I'm looking for a cute, funny, adventurous girl who's down to party. I don't respond to profiles without pics. No orcs, no trolls. Sorry, ladies. What? Well, that's at least he had some morals, even when drunk, right? Some standards. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? That's the only thing I can still do. So let's give that super high informer Alice the funds. Please speak with me when you are ready to proceed with Alice's payment, Amzel. I just did. Is there something that I can do for you? I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto the cred stick. Yes, very good. Excellent. In fact, this has been a long time coming, Niblet. You're telling me. You don't have to tell me how long it's been, old man. I've been working my ass off to raise this money. A little bit. Yes, it has. Too long. No, you're telling me? Alright, Niblet, before you make this transfer, there are a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Well, it's not like we were planning on doing anything else with it anyway. Keep going. Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Just clarify everything. What I mean is that retrieving Alice's information will be your only priority. No more distractions, no more side work. I will busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you are prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I'd urge you to wait. Okay, we're ready. I mean, we've done everything else. Excellent. The password is Folklingen. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Niblet, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Okay, so theoretically, I would have one more mission here. The pharma cleanup thing. I don't want to do that because it's an assassination, and I don't think I have anything else to do. Okay, let's pay the bitch. Oh. Is there anything here? No. This? No. Let's do it. Oh, what the fuck? Folklingen. Folklingen. We received 500. Why? Oh yeah, because we had more. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on a keyboard, a green LED blooms to life and on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. I still don't have the level 6. Let's go. I don't think that this is the end, is it? I mean, they did kind of warn me. Down the rabbit hole. Oh! The game was like, are you sure? Are you positive? And we were like, I think so. I think so. Insert Alice's payment into the machine. Okay. Something is wrong here. You can see it in Alice's face. Her eyes are open just a little too wide, her smile just a little too forced. It's a look that you've seen before all too often. Underneath her polished exterior, Alice, the Alice, is terrified. Alice, what's gone? Hold on a moment. I'm transferring your payment now. Everything seems to be in order. Good. Something's got you spooked, hasn't it? Your information. As the briefcase grows larger on the screen, you can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet guts. Your answers are on the chip. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to run. Why are you running from, Alice? I paid 50 grand. I expect a little more than a chip and a thank you for your business. Alright, Niblet, I'm going to give you the most valuable piece of advice I've ever given anyone, free of charge. You should drop your search for Vauclair, drop it now, and run far, far away. If you don't, you're gonna get yourself killed. And stay out of the Matrix, Niblet. It isn't safe. Okay. We have 6 karma. Can we do anything? I need 7 for body. Oh. Can get charisma. Sorry. Back to our hideout? Oh, as you settle in for your trip back to the Cross Bazaar, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up in speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whirl. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be smoothing if your mind weren't occupied with other matters. All at once the monotony is broken, your PDA buzzing. Answer the call. You hit the receive button on your PDA. A look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. The strangled sounds of panic breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window you can see the outlines of figure silhouettes against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them toward the center of the frame. Oh crap. The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is shiny, matte, and grafted tissue. Okay. Paul! The orc doesn't respond. You don't hear your own echo over Amsel's microphone either. He must have muted the volume on your end of the conversation. You watch powerless as the orc grins widens. The frantic breath that you hear coming from off-screen increases in frequency. Dron, please, tell me what this is all about. What are the Firewings' plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Oh my god. Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars Orc's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent crackling sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into the view. The camera audio adjusts and the dark shape swims into focus. The remnant of the face that remains are enough to confirm. The body on the screen is of Paul. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. Alright, remember people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more of a fight. Flush them out and take them down one by one. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist, the PDA. I think that it's recording. God fucking damn it. Amsel is dead, the Croix Bazaar is under attack. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Fuck. Hey, Iger. Fancy meeting you here. About time you showed up. Oh. Where are you hit? I'm not. This little bastard, on the other hand, made one hell of a mistake. I'm surprised you let him close the distance on you like that. Even the best shooters have to reload sometimes. Did you meet with Alice? Do you have our information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on that chip, these bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that after we put the rest of them in the ground, that is. Iger, they killed Paul. I saw it. Yeah, I know. He had us all patched in on the call. We all saw what happened. I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platforms, ventilate the train, take you out, and cut off a potential escape route in the process. It's what I would do, so I hightailed it out here and set up an ambush of my own. Good thinking. Thanks. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. There are an unknown number of hostile topside. They're well equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. The last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Dietrich was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get them. Wait. Only Glory and Dietrich? +1 action point. Oh, finally. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Okay. I have no healing. Hired mage. Is that our dog? Oh, something hit them. Find Glory. Find Dietrich. Okay, let's get a little bit in cover. Mercenary. Not bad. Let's see. He has a SMG? I mean, she has an SMG? This is gonna happen. That thing is neutral. I mean, neutral on my side, I guess. Let's see. Fireball. Why didn't that thing hit? Not bad. Oh, it is the shotgun. Don't kill the puppers. Nice. Yeah, go pee on him. Let's heal you. And you're dead. Nice puppers! Something ahead of you lets out a low rumbling growl from the shadows, a primordial sound that echoes down the snowy street. It steps into the light. It's Dante! Even from this distance, you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. He locks eyes with you, and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step towards you, hackles raised. I forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. I can see that. What the hell happened to him? Beats me, I caught sight of him on the way down of the U-Bahn platforms and he looked normal enough. Then one of these bastards took a shot at him and winged him. Big mistake. Dante got mad, really mad. He started shaking and twitching and I saw fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. A few seconds later, the shooter was a red square on the sidewalk and Dante, looks like this. So we have willpower or spellcasting conjuring. Use astral perception to read Dante's aura. Okay. Dante glows like a burning coal. His aura is shifted, exploring of red and yellow light. As you look into the dog's aura, you can feel it looking back into yours, acknowledging you. It's an astral space. Dante is more than just a dog. Did you know that Monica's dog was part of Hellhound? Was part Hellhound, Iger? Nope, but considering the circumstances, I'm good with it. You can control him, right? Dante, come. Now that he's seen your aura in astral space, Dante's expression softens. His ears stand back up, and you could swear that you see him smile. He happily takes his place back by your side. Looks like you got yourself a hellhound. Sweet. So, I'm guessing that's where Glory is. And that's where Dietrich is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, those guys are dead. Ambush? Yeah, ambush. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let's get this guy. Nice. Not bad. Iger. Seriously? Seriously. Seriously. You took you long enough. No, that works because I have 3 points now. Ooh. Fireball AoE. Petrify. Target loses all AP and cannot attack or move. Last one round. Fire Breath. Pack Tactics. I mean, I can try. Ooh. Shit. You little cock. Bye. I'm doing really good damage. Nice. Poof. 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 Lots of AoE. Sure, let's try this. Not bad. And a normal bite. Ah, fuck. Sure. I guess I'll do that. Wait. Where's the last guy? Is this the only one? Apparently. Really? Well, anything here? Nope. Hey, Dante's cool, man. Do I really want to look around here? People seem dead. People seem to be dead all around. They keep ambushing me. That's Dietrich. I'm guessing I want to get to Dietrich. As fast as possible. Missed? Fuck you, man. Again? That works. Foot. Over here, boss. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Shit. Guys. Ow. That hurt. Of course you guys are like out of range. $56, $73, not bad. I'll take it. Fuck. Says glory. You can just put that anywhere. Okay, Dante. Ah, it doesn't work. Still worth it. Ow. Oh yeah, there's another big guy. Why didn't you chomp at him? It's an 80% chance. I'm taking it. Not bad. Let's take the 73. Still alive. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Really? Ding. Wounded 11. Wounded 15. Might as well do it. We really suck with that. Take 2 turns and try to do this fire breath. This guy's in the open, so it could work. Or not. Ow! I did not like that very much. Oh, I am in the open, so that's my fault for not moving. Fuck. Okay. Can you actually hit him? Thanks. Nice. Nice. Go, little puppers! That's not bad. Listen, boss, we've got problems. I saw a group of these jackasses peel off a few minutes ago. They made a beeling for those sewers. They were carrying bombs, but can't say what they yielded, but they looked big. Unless you fancy living in a crater, I'd suggest we hightail it down there. Where the hell is Blitz? He took off with Malit. Said something about jamming the attackers' comms. Don't worry about them. We've got to deal with those bombs. Stop the plot of the sewers. Save it. Save it again. Triple save. And that is it. Guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great evening or night or whatever. Just have a great weekend, okay? I'll see you guys Monday. We will continue Shadowrun Dragonfall. It seems as though we are on our last stretch, so we might end up ending it on Monday. That said, if we do finish the game, we will start up our new run from Shadowrun Hong Kong. So see you guys then. Bye bye.